Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. In the last part we started off the Palace of Winds, getting the Rockscape in the process, and now we're going to continue on and complete it actually. Now you might notice that's actually the big key door. Ugh, I'm sure I mentioned this before, but I'm no good with heights. Wait, hold on, I think I see something down there. Yeah, I guess that means you have to go down there after all. Sorry, Elmo. Eslo, every time now. Oh, Red Dark Nut. These guys are annoying. In fact, these are the second most annoying enemies in the game. You can kill this guy legitimately, or you can do what I'm about to do and just knock him off the stage. You're not supposed to be able to do that. If you beat him normally, he actually gives you, I believe, a red kinstone piece. How much farther do we have to go? This place goes on forever. There's no point in complaining about it. We must press onward. We're almost there, Link. Let's go. And I was actually wrong the last part. This place is not 4 floors tall, it's actually 5 floors. Mind you, that's not the tallest dungeon in Zelda history. That, I think, actually goes to the Ice Palace and Link's have passed at 8 floors. Or maybe it was the Tower of Hera, one of the two. I mean the Tower of Hera in A Link Between Worlds. Because that one place was actually kind of long. Yeah, I don't know, though. Anyway, you want to come up to this room up here, and then fall down the center hole, because this is one of those times where falling down takes you to the place you need to go. And this is just me checking to make sure nothing's over here, because this is a dungeon that I remember mostly. This second part, which I was wrong, actually, there's definitely more than 2 or 3 staircases in this dungeon. I was always a bit fuzzy on this part. Oh great, pea hats! And split tiles! Over crumbling pits. Thanks, game. Thank you so much. I just realized I could have referenced Mega Man Legends there, but I forgot to. Damn it. And this is the similar same principle as it was earlier. You just need to make sure that you space your splits up by every other block. Because that's the only way you're going to actually fit in that area. Ooh, I barely made those twice. I don't know why I paused there. Well, obviously, besides getting the Rockscape. And we got... I think this might be the first time in the entire game we've had more than 1 small key on us at a time. Doesn't really happen often in Zelda, does it? The only other time I can remember having more than 1 small key at a time, rather, was the, Gerudo's training ground in Ocarina of Time, and then the Water Temple, because if you have no more than 2 keys, you should not progress in that dungeon. Anyway, we want to fly up here to the northeast to enter this little safe haven. And Gibdos, yay. And this, I think I'm actually about to... No, actually, no, I don't. What was I thinking of? I don't know what I was thinking of. Oh, well. That was really fast talking, sorry. What I'm doing now is, just in case I screw up, I actually open up this door, which is a shortcut back to here if I ever need it. Mind you, that's kind of a useless shortcut, because there's a slightly bigger one coming up. Maybe that was just so you can shortcut getting the second key if you didn't miss it the first time. But yeah, if that was a normal style boss, that would have died by then. The Gibdos are much tougher than the style boss. And if I recall correctly, there's actually no redeads in this game. I think this is one of the few Zelda games that doesn't. And those are Fire Wizrobes, and... no thank you. Fire Wizrobes have the exact same basic properties as normal Wizrobes and Ice Wizrobes, except they set you on fire, which makes you go really fast, and you can't do anything while that's happening. And since we've gotten everything else in the dungeon, that means that the last item we get in the dungeon is the map, when we're pretty much 4/5 of the way done with it. Yeah, actually, we're rather close to 4/5. There's only 4 chests left. Actually, I guess in terms of time, I guess we're only halfway through it. Because this place has taken, like, 30 minutes. Anyway, you're going to want to fall down here before progressing onwards, because I forgot that you could actually do so. And you'll find a couple of Wizrobes that you can fight. Completely optional, though. Although this does serve as a shortcut between the two areas of stairs that come from the dark room. So now we can actually have a shortcut up to there. That takes much less time. Yeah, I'm finally getting to the point I can do the immediate roll attack. That's how you know I'm getting back to my skill. Apparently I have a new item in my Steam inventory, okay? Floor Masters, I've always hated them. Anyway, I don't know why they make you pull that, considering I doubt anyone would actually let the freaking Floor Masters survive long enough. If they do, they are 98% likely to be insane. Anyway, we're going to want to push these blocks up here down, because if you head 2 screens north of that, we get Piece of Heart number 37. Only 7 left in the game. Booyah. Alright, that's a weird item for my Steam inventory. Okay. Also, I'm kind of glad I had full hearts right now, because that means I could save on arrows, because Bombarosas, which you need to blow that one up right there, can be blown up by the sword beam. Anyway, you're going to want to light these 2 torches up if you want to get the major portal up, because the blue one pretty much is just the halfway point. Actually, yeah! I guess that would have made the red dark nut the halfway point of the dungeon. Anyway, you want to come back down here because I actually forgot something almost. You can use either certain projectiles or the magical boomerang to actually hit that. I guess you could throw and use bombs. But doing this is actually, if you're low on money, this is actually rather nice because you get 200 rupees. So let me get this straight. Zelda passed up a heart container and 200 rupees. Mind you, her family's rich, but still, that's still a good amount of money for a tiny shield. She must really like us. Oh, how much I love remote bombs. Anyway, I hate this room. Not that it's bad, it's just that it takes a while, considering you can get set on fire so easily. But if you heard, there is in fact a bumpable wall there. I didn't care if I took the damage. Oh, I remember the next room. Welcome to one of the most pain-in-the-ass rooms in the game, if you're not careful. If you touch any of the Bombarosas, pretty much they're going to activate that switch in the middle, which will make the door to the north lock, meaning you have to exit and re-enter the room. I think you can touch the one in the very top left, the one that was just below me, actually, and not have a problem, but if you touch any others, you're pretty much going to get knocked into the other ones, causing a chain reaction. Also, a second boss door. I find that kind of odd. I mean, sure, they had to make sure you didn't miss the boss key somehow, but that's still kind of ridiculous. And then again, yeah, as I just said, they had to make sure you didn't miss the big key. Anyway, you're going to want to fall down there once you get the small key up there, and then welcome to, actually, a very strange room. You've got a lot of enemies, especially moblins, which can hit you through the wall, mind you. And Wizrobes, and even a couple Stalfoss at a couple places. Luckily, gravity owns everything in this game. If only gravity was that good in Final Fantasy if you're not using it against certain specific enemies. Then again, at least it's not Supernova. Oh, I don't know why they made Sephiroth's ultimate attack gravity-based, because that means it has no real threat, because it can't kill you. Then again, Sephiroth was kind of an easy boss. Ooh, Kinstone! There's just something awesome when a Kinstone actually drops, because they are rather rare. Anyway, if you're low on health, there's a fairy up there. How much I love sword beams. I actually think the sword beams are probably one of the more useful things in the Zelda series. It makes me sad that they aren't in as many games as they should be. Although, then again, they're absolutely broken in Link's Awakening. Zelda 1, not so much. Zelda 2, they can be pretty good for the early part of the game. Then they kind of lose usefulness after Dungeon 3. Anyway, this cloud pillar to the right that I'm taking up right around now, even though I just kind of landed on top of it. Oh god, Stelphos. Is pretty much the way that leads to the final treasure chest of the dungeon, which is a red kinstone. And with that, in terms of the main dungeons, not including the final boss's dungeon, which I'm not going to spoil at all, we've gotten every treasure chest as far as I can recall. Mind you, I'm no longer going to be really going for treasure chests that have shells or rupees in the main field, because I am good with that. Though I just remembered I actually have to get that Game Shark code already to get the final bomb upgrade that's not in the PAL version. Anyway, welcome to the boss of this dungeon. I think these guys are called Georgs? I don't remember. Anyway, basic strategy for this boss, you're going to want to jump on the red one, which is the female of the two. And you might notice she, for some reason, has split panels on her back. You're going to want to match the pattern of her eyes and slash them, then go wild with your swords. Her eyes will explode, she'll start exploding, then you want to land on the male Georgs, which are the blue ones, back. Yeah, these guys are called Georgs. Just had to check up on that. And then when you're on the blue Georg, which you just want to slash at the eye that is appearing, then it'll likely either crash into the red one or just explode randomly on top of it. Though the more phases you get into the fight, the blue Georgs and other distractions will start shooting these little weird energy pellets which can disrupt your split attack. If it is so much as touches your clones, like so, you're going to need to reform them. The split blade upgrade is essential for this. It makes it so much easier. And the thing is, this is actually a nice little tutorial because a certain other thing, doing something like this is actually going to be required later on. Of course it only had one hit left on its second phase. Ow! And then eventually the baby Georgs, which are the green ones, will actually start showing up. They can be killed in one hit. They're no big threat at all, actually. And, well, that was convenient. It's at this point that they start getting complicated with the layouts. I probably could have made that too if that guy hadn't shot at me. Okay, to be fair, I didn't even see that little pellet there. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, I just barely made that. Okay. Come on, get on my way, Blue Georg. Honestly, though, this is actually probably my favorite boss in the game. I'm not sure what it is about it. It's one of the more unique boss fights in Zelda history, actually. It's kind of like Goat in Majora's Mask, in that regard. Anyway, with enough time and effort, Georg pair goes down and explodes due to high blood pressure like the rest. Still love that fanfare. You got the wind element. The wind carries the seeds of flowers, scattering life across the land. The wind element is the embodiment of that power. And with that, we've gotten all 4 elements, everyone, and heart container number 17? Yeah, 17. And there's only 7 heart pieces left. Odd. At last, we've got all 4 elements. Let's go revive the Sacred Blade. Well, we could do that, but first, next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, we're actually going to be doing some other stuff around the overworld. Mostly side quest stuff, if you can't tell already. So for that, thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap, we're going to be doing just that, and possibly getting close to the Elemental Sanctuary to infuse the Picori Blade with its final element. See you guys then.